my name is Elmira Strange and I'm a life coach, psychologist and a founder of Therapeutic Coaching Academy, where you can learn how to establish a successful online business as a coach or an online therapist, whilst learning to make yourself happy and more confident in the process of it. So it's not only about your clients, it's also about you. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you're new. I hope you'll find many techniques and tools that you can use for your own self and for working with your clients. In today's episode, we will be talking about why we procrastinate. And this often is referring to your business more than anything. Say, for example, you have a plan of what you want to achieve. For example, you want to be a therapeutic coach, say. That's the bridge between therapy and coaching. So you want to establish your business online or offline or both. You decided to set up your website. You decided to register on certain coaching platform where you can register yourself as a therapist so people could find you easier. You decided to start writing a blog or making videos or writing a book that will support your business overall. So whatever it is, you know what you want to do, you have a vision, right? Because that's the most important thing. We have to have a vision of where we want to be. Otherwise, how do we know where we're going? And after that, you know where you are, your current situation, and you know how to get from A to B, and you kind of have some sense of direction. But when it comes to implementing it, when it comes to actually start working on it, this is where you freeze. And you find yourself as if you're lazy, you don't really want to do it, and then you realize you procrastinate. You find all kinds of things to do, but not your business-related ones. You start calling your mom or your friend, you start talking for hours with them. Then you decided to do some household chores because it's essential, because your house needs to be upkept clean. Then you decided to learn something new and you start browsing courses that will support your business and your skills because you feel like maybe you need a little bit more expertise. So you're browsing for hours all those courses that will help you. Maybe you even signing up for some of them and buying them, and you think maybe I will learn them before I'll start actually on implementing my whole plan. Whatever you are doing, whether it's related or unrelated, you are procrastinating. So let's explore why this happens. Why do we procrastinate? One of the main reasons behind procrastination is that we are afraid of outcome, or we do not have a detailed plan of what we want to do. Well, it could be another reason actually. The third reason is that we have so much to do that our mind gets overwhelmed with too many things that we are planning to do. And this is why we are procrastinating, because we can't start even on the first one. So let's explore this topic. What am I afraid of? And this is what I want you to do. Take a pen and paper. If you're working with me for a while, you will know that I like writing stuff down because it gives you so much clarity when you bring from your mind to the paper the things that are on your mind. And sometimes you will see that certain things, they're not clearly in your mind. They will come out on the paper once you start writing them, and then you will be surprised what can come out. Anyhow, let's write down why I procrastinate. And then in the brackets or next to it, what am I afraid of? And then take a couple of breaths and see what your mind can come up with. What are the reasons for your procrastination? What you're afraid of? The reasons can go like this. It could be a fear of failure and wasting time. Perhaps you're afraid that once you start actually working on the business, on the plan that you set up to do, whether it's a writing blog, building site, writing a book or anything like that, or finding your coaches, you understand somewhere deep down that you're afraid of failure. You're afraid that it's not going to work, and you will waste a lot of your time and energy on that. And we know establishing business takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. And of course, you don't want to waste your precious time and energy, and nobody really wants to do that. The next fear might be not being good at. Maybe you're afraid that whatever you will start, you're not going to be good at, and people won't recognize your value, and they won't feel that you're bringing anything to them. And eventually nobody will want to be your coachee or a client in therapy. Or perhaps you're afraid of being boring, or you're afraid of being rejected by people, or getting dislikes and harsh comments, for example, especially if you're making videos or writing blogs. Or perhaps even deep down, you're afraid of becoming more recognized, for example, online, or becoming more successful, or even earning more money. Your financial situation, if it changes, that might have certain implications. And you're afraid of that, maybe even not on the conscious level. So what do you need to do with this list once you come up with this list of reasons of what you're afraid of and why you're procrastinating? The next thing what to do is to challenge every one of them. Take, for example, a fear of failure and of wasting time. As we know, when we are learning something new, when we're establishing something new, we are learning certain things, specific skills, life lessons, or whatever it is, those experiences that are valuable. What if your child comes to you and says, I'm thinking that when I go to school, I waste my time. We learn something, but I think I'm wasting my time. What would you say to them? Would you think that they're wasting their time? Probably not. Because there are a lot of things that will stick to their mind and stick to their head, and eventually they will use them even though they won't be aware that they're using something, that knowledge that they gained in school during their lessons. We don't think that they're wasting their time. We don't think that they're a failure if they come out with not such a good marks or outcome from the school. We still think it's a good, useful time spending in school, right? Or most of us think like that anyway. So whatever you do, that experience will give you lessons, and it will give you some kind of experiences, and it will give you certain knowledge, new skills that you might be able to use in the future. For example, in my past, when I was starting working on my online business, and I've been working on it for years, and I'm telling you it's closer to 10 years, where I've tried many things because I wanted to establish myself working only online, and I've tried many things. At that time I started my YouTube channel, and I tried blogging, and I tried writing books, and you can find it all online, by the way. And I started my old website, and I tried to buy and sell even certain things. I tried many things. And at some point I had to learn how to even edit videos for YouTube, for example. And that also takes time. And that's daunting when you look at the new editing software and you have no idea how to edit any of the videos. You've never done it before. It's daunting, and you know it will take your time and energy. But every time I had to do something, even though I wasn't sure if it will work, if it will become my business, I was telling to myself, whatever I do now, it gives me skills that I can use in the future for my business. And this is exactly what happens. Whatever I was doing then, writing a book or editing software, using editing software and editing my videos and learning how to be a bit more confident and outspoken on camera, for example, because that's another skill that you'll need to learn if you are into videos. Whatever I was doing, I was telling to myself, this will be good for my future business. And at that time, I had no idea what my business will look like and when actually it will happen. I didn't know it can take me almost 10 years to get to some kind of, eventually some venture where I'll be certain this is what I was looking for. This is I'm happy to work with. Finally, I found something that I'm really chuffed about. So this is how I want you to look at it. Whatever you're learning now, it's never is failure, it's never is wasted time. You will use that experience for something else. If it's not now, then for the future. Don't give up. Just go towards your plan, towards your ambition, towards what you want to do, towards your vision. What it is the most important thing for you. If it's working as a therapist or a coach, supporting other people to go through experience that you went through and you know you can help them, keep that vision high and make your path towards it. Every day do something. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Let's get back to why we are procrastinating. So the next fear we were exploring, for example, not being good at. You realize that maybe I'm not so good at, maybe I don't have enough experience or practice or skills. Maybe I need to take more courses and read more books before I can coach my clients. And let me tell you that we are becoming better at what we do through practice and experience and time. And what's the best thing to do is to start now. Okay, maybe you won't charge much your clients for your services. Maybe even you want to start as a free coach And there are many coaches that I find on the website, which is called Coach Me Free, where they offer the first, for example, the first 3 sessions for free and the rest will be paid. You can start something, doing something like that. And that will give you practice and experience, but at least you will be doing what you actually want to do. Another thing, the fear of getting rejection or dislikes or negative comments in your work, whatever you do. Here, I want you to realize that as live human beings, we will be always judged, criticized, and probably gossiped about by some people. That's the nature of being a human being. That shows that you're alive and interesting, even if it's a weird interesting or odd interesting or whatever. You are a live human being and people discuss what you do. And that's the world we live in. The less you pay attention to it, the better it is for you. That's what I can say from my personal experience. Focus on what's important for you. Focus on your own achievements. And sometimes realize that the advice that you would give to yourself is what you would give to your closest friend. Because at the end of the day, you are your closest friend to you. You have your own inner child, as you're probably aware of, that can get upset and can get happy and needs love and needs attention and things like that. Talk to yourself as you would talk to your child, your inner child. Talk to yourself as if you were talking to your best friend and give advice based on that. Would you advise to your child or to your best friend to be afraid of dislikes, judgments, and if people will be talking to you? Of course not. So these are the things that I want you to look at. So this is what we came to. Why we procrastinate so much? It's because there is an underlying fear behind our actions. We are afraid of the outcome in some way or another, or we don't have detailed plan from A to B, or we're getting overwhelmed with too many things that we are planning to do. And if the latter is your case, then I would suggest to actually hire a coach for yourself. Because when we work with a coach, and I do throughout the time, I work with different coaches, they help me to achieve what I want to achieve in a much shorter time than I would be by myself, because I'm a human being too, and I also can procrastinate. So this is what I'm gonna leave you with today, and I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, please like it and subscribe it to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Please check out the links in the description box to see what else I'm up to, what kind of classes or courses I offer in my online schools or on my website, which is building currently. Thank you for staying with me, thank you for learning with me, and I will see you in my next video.